wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Okay,
wabarakatuh.
good morning everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who gave us miracle of blessing and we can attend a meeting in this class. And yet we are to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam who brought us from the darkness to lightness, from the doctor to the one. So we say salawat to him, Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Well, my friends, today we are continuing our presentation about constraint satisfaction, a cone of lexical sentence comprehension will be presented by MAYASARI.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, thanks for the moderator that gave me time to present my presentation. The topic about constraint satisfaction, accounts of lexical and sentence comprehension. Okay, before we go far from the lexical and sentence comprehension, it should be better we know about what the meaning or definition of constraint. Constraints came from the intransitive verb is constrained. It means that constraint is something that plays the part of physical, social, or financial restriction. And then constraint-based theory emphasizes how people learn and represent and use such probabilistic information. So information can be information to communication. To communication, we use the message. So how message encode to our brain, its mean depend on the context. Meaning, the different meaning, the different context. Sometimes our message can become multiple meaning or ambiguity. In this case, we talk about constraint, lexical, and the sentence comprehension, meaning the ambiguity. So, how come it's become multiple meaning or ambiguity? We can see from the traditional view. The first one is lexical ambiguity. We start from lexical. It means the phrase. Phrase. It is the some phrase or word has the meaning ambiguity. Okay, I will the example of the word bank. Bank has several distinct lexical definitions. We can know bank is financial institution or to save our money, and the other meaning the bank is age of arrival. So the use of this sentence we can depend on the lexical meaning. And the second one, we can from the synthetic ambiguity. Synthetic ambiguity, it is based on the syntax of the sentence. I will give the example of the sentence. He ate the cookies on the couch. He ate the cookies on the couch. It could mean that they ate those cookies that were on the couch as opposite to choose that were on the table. Or the other meaning, it could mean that he was sitting on the couch when he ate the cookies. So there is two meaning when we read the sentence. He ate the cookies on the couch. It is based on the syntax ambiguity. And then, source of the constraint based approach. It is about how the sentence can have the multiple meaning. We can see from linguistic structure of the sentence. The second one from the chaining view about context. And the third or the last one is chaining view about language statistics. Okay, we can see from this chaining view about linguistic structure. Yeah, from the linguistic structure, it is about not only depend on our how to pronounce the pronouns, but also we can see from the grammatical function of the sentence structure. It is can different structure. It's different meaning. It is the from lexical linguistic structure. Structure is not only about the phoneme or how to pronounce the word. The example, I will give the example of goat. If we force to say the goat or become good, it's the different meaning. The other chain view about context of the sentence. Yeah, I will give the example of two sentences. The first, all day, all rose. The second sentence is he bought a rose. It is the word rose, but it the different context. The rose, it means that flower or stood. It is the context, the different meaning, different context. And the third is chaining view about language statistics. Language statistics can be from the noun, verb, noun. Language statistics, noun, verb, noun. Noun is the agent of the sentence, and the verb, the noun, the last noun is the object. And then, okay, from the constraints, can be development of the connectionist paradigm. First, this type of learning is thought to be general rather than language statistics specific. And the second is this knowledge may be innate or may itself be learned by process to be explored in other models. And the third one, the framework provides a powerful processing mechanism, the exploitation of multiple simultaneous probabilistic and constraints. It is the development can be the constraint satisfaction account. Okay, the probabilistic constraint and synthetic ambiguity resolution. Yeah. To make our sentence not have multiple meaning, so we can need to complete our sentence. Okay, we can see the first one is temporary ambiguity. Okay, temporary ambiguity, it is the sentence can make our confused about Santa saw Carol. Santa saw Carol. It is the noun phrase. If we add the noun phrase direct object interpretation, it can be Santa saw Carol, he ate, but Carol didn't see her. Okay, it is the act of noun phrase direct object interpretation. And the last one is sentential complement interpretation. Sentence complete, it means that our complete the sentence noun, verb, noun, or we can add the adjective to make our sentence is complete. Okay. Is Santa saw Carol would be late. Okay. Okay, my friends. The conclusion of this topic about constraint. It means that constraint is something that plays the part of physical, social, or financial restriction derived form of the intransitive verb from constraint. In linguistics, we can study about linguistics, so I combine it is in linguistics is a constraint-based theory which is primarily influential in phonology, how to say the word. Constraint-based theory emphasizes how people learn and represent and use such probabilistic information. And the lexical ambiguity of word or phrase pertains to its having more than one meaning in the language to which the word belongs. That I give you example just now about the word have the lexical ambiguity. Actually, there is the word have meaning lexical ambiguity. And then from the syntactic ambiguity arises when the sentence can have two or more different meanings because of the structure of the sentence. It is the syntax. Source of the constraint-based approach are changing view about linguistic structure, and the second one is context, and the last is from the language statistic. These often due to modify expression, such as preposition phrase, the application of which is unclear. A dominant concern in syntactic ambiguity resolution has been the time, the course over which information is brought to bear on the ambiguity. So, as the last but not least, it is important to us to remember in our mind the different models for different phenomena decode the information using language. So, the meaning language can be our decode as well as in our brain, so we can see about this constraint satisfaction account. Okay, that is the conclusion about this topic. Okay, I back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you for my presentation. Well, like as usual, we continue to be our discussion about the question. We need to choose. We have the questions. Question. Anybody? Any question?
Okay.
Well, I do this one. Silent.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Abdul. This is Maya. I want to ask you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before you give the question, you can introduce your name.
Okay, introduce.
Okay, sorry. Well, my name is Leila Maria, and I would like to may you explain about the multi-defined word and example about it.
Okay, we continue. Mesa.
My name is Mayasari. I want to ask you about syntactic ambiguities. When syntactic ambiguities is communication or information.
Okay. You can answer the question.
Thank you for my friend Sheila. It is about you asked about the use of multi-defined words require the author or speaker to clarify the context. The example of multi-defined words. Okay. Okay. Multiple words require two author or speaker to clarify. Okay. I will give you the example of. Okay. I will. Okay. Thank you. I will stop this presentation. Okay. The example, I will give you the example of the word good. Yeah. input or to add the sentence. Okay, for example, if what can be usable or functional. Okay, the example I give from the usable. Yeah, based on the usable of the goods. Yeah. Okay. That is the good hammer. Okay. That is a good hammer. It means the good. Itu adalah that is a good hammer. It's the usable of hammer. It is the good hammer. And the second one, the other example from the when she is a good student. She is a good student. Okay. She is a good student. Good can different meaning. Good is that is a good hammer. But when we change or we input, she is a good student. It means that students have a good attitude and useful. Okay. The other, I give this is a good shoe. Okay. This is a good. Okay. Can be different meaning again. This is a good shoe. So it means that soup is delicious, isn't it? Okay. It means that I say that it is have the word have multiple meaning. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the last question. The second one is from the MAYASARI. Okay. When the synthetic ambiguity arises, the synthetic ambiguity, it means that when the different structure, synthetic, it means that our study about the grammar of the sentence, the different structure, different meaning. And then different meaning it's important to different context. Okay? I give you the example of the based on the syntax structure. Okay. Syntax syntax structure. Okay, it is the syntax. I mean I buried. Synthetic structure. I think that's when synthetic ambiguity arises, when a sentence can have two more different meaning because of the structure of the sentence. It is the syntax. Okay, I think that's all my explanation. Okay.
Thank you. I believe you are satisfied. If you are not satisfaction about the answer from the presentation, you can ask by using question one. And for of us, if you have a question, maybe comments, we can use the social media. Type your question, comment in first. Okay, before we close this presentation, give applause for a moment. Okay, that's all for today.